because if you look at it, you're speaking the same language as one of the candidates. That aside, the law is specific on the number of days that this technology can be deployed and it can be tested. That did not happen. So, Chairman, what is the confidence in this system as at now with 26 days left that you're giving the candidates?
Now, you said what did not happen. Technology was procured 120 days to the elections. We had procured a service provider. We procured the equipment that we are supposed to use. And that's what the law says.
Yeah.
Procuring the service provider and the technology to be used. That technology was procured 120 days before 120 days to the election.
Talk to us about 44B, 44.4B now, which says test, verify, and deploy.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Verify and deploy. Yes. We had a simulation.
Which failed, Chair.
Okay, you can't say it failed. It was not to the expectations of the stakeholders. And then we have worked on around it. We took feedback from the stakeholders, and we are going to have another simulation, I think, sometimes this week or next week.
Yeah, next week.
Early next week. The team has actually worked on it, and today they even took the commission through what they have done, and we are satisfied that we are on the right track. So I think we shall invite you and the stakeholders here.
But maybe allow me to weigh in on what the chairman has said, because when you talk about testing, yes, it's 60 days before the election. We actually, and I want to demonstrate this, because that system is what? The system that is envisaged is verification, results transmission, and registration. Registration you had already completed using Morpho kits. Yeah. Because enrollment was actually done before we procured the technology. So we're actually talking about two systems that needs to be tested. Which ones are they? Results transmission and identification. Okay. During verification, when actually we provided this opportunity to people for them to go and verify their details, which systems were we using? We were using the new system, and therefore we provided opportunity. It was tested, and actually it was working, because guys were going there and they are verifying their details. What was remaining was only the results transmission. Okay. And this is actually what we tested here. Maybe the stakeholders were not happy with the outcome, but actually we tested it here. Okay. And that's why, because of that outcome, we said we are going to give the country another test, and that's what we are preparing.
The reason why, my last question on this, you explained, but I see 44 says, and this is what the court said, notwithstanding, you talked about repealing those sections. So notwithstanding, to me, it's notwithstanding the technology, right? There should be another one. So if you look at this strictly with the law, I mean, it's not even implied, it's explicit. Notwithstanding is explicit. Notwithstanding this, the other one should be there as complementary. So when you insist that you want to associate yourself with that particular section, explain to me why 44A says notwithstanding.
You cannot read the legislation in isolation.
I know that.
But again, let's be cautious here, because there's again a matter in the High Court on the same issue. We don't know what the court is going to decide on this matter. That's why we said, as a commission, we shall print the register and have it available and await the outcome of that court decision.
So there's a possibility we'll have both of them, again, depending on this.
When it comes to the court, as I said, we shall implement the court order.
But allow me to address this, because you know it's a very contentious issue. Yes. What makes you think that the physical register is not a complementary system? What makes you think it is not? Can I ask you why you think so? When you say we are going to print, it's going to be available and it's going to be the last resort, it is still a complementary. When the technology has failed completely, we are going to use that register. So why are you saying that it's not complementary system?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. My argument is what she said. Azimio is pushing one, and Kenya Kwanza is pushing another one. And it seems the Iebc, because of the foregoing reasons that you have explained, prone to manipulation and all, they are considering only, and the chairman has made this clear, they want only those present at the polling station to vote. Now with the manual one, like a book, you can vote, you can see the people who've not voted, their ID numbers are there, and they can key into the system and vote for them. So that's why you want it out. So I never said myself it's not. But my question is, why is it that there's a contention within this, yet the law, section 44A, is very clear, even based on that code